we are, whoa, around 1:30 on October 29, 2012. And this is Hurricane Sandy. Actually, it's not even close to Hurricane Sandy yet. Hurricane Sandy is still 150 miles off the New Jersey coast. But the wind is whipping and the rain is starting. And these might be the before pictures. The pond is holding up so far. This is the tree that I'm going to have taken down. These are the trees that might fall down. And I just thought I'd take a few pictures. The wind has gotten bad, but it's going to get a lot worse. The fish seem to enjoy it. They're up swimming around. I guess they don't know the difference. But it's pretty windy. I'm going to go and take some pictures out the front now. So here we are in the front of the house. And that's Fred's trees that are considering falling on my garage and my new car. Hope that doesn't happen. Let's see if we can clean the lens a bit there. And across the street. And you see those trees are bending quite a bit. The wind is coming from the east. Sort of northeast, southeast, sorry, but mostly pretty east. So, that's whipping around a bit, but that's where we are right now. Oh, it's nice and warm out here. It's around 3 o'clock on Monday the 26th, 28th, 29th, 29th, yeah, Monday the 29th, and woo, I lost power. Gusts out here right now, and I'm being an idiot and taking pictures. I hope this tree doesn't go down, but I wouldn't mind too much of it, perfectly honest. Whew, it's very warm out. Look at that one. Okay, we'll continue this from the inside of the door. It's really pushing you around out there. I was listening to WBLQ, but they went pop and off the air. So I've got a New York station on now. There's a huge crane that just fell on 75th Street. Can't find any Connecticut news, of course. I have all the numbers, but I can't get any of those stations. I can just get New York stations. Sorry this looks a little funny, but it's through my door because I'm getting blown around out there. And these are not the worst winds, but they're certainly the worst ones we've had so far. So, remarkably, nothing much has come down. There's a branch out there. Don't know if you can see it. Right there. That one actually broke last year and was hanging up in the tree. And it hasn't come down yet, although it's just about down. And there's a branch down... sorry, up there, but that's just a little one, really. But gotta say that that old dead maple tree is hanging tough. And I think I'll go back to my radio for a while. Okay, well, it's 5 o'clock on the 29th, and we got trees down. We got a lot of trees down. Not the ones I wanted to come down, although that might happen yet. Oh, it's crazy out here. All of my lattice work is blown away. Fish is still up, but most of this tree has come down. You can see that there. And this tree of Fred's has come down. I don't even remember that one being up. The ones I've been waiting on are still up there, though. I guess we'll see. A couple have come down in Lorraine's yard, too. It's warm out. Some fog. They say the hurricane has made landfall in New Jersey by now, and it's starting to rain harder here. So, time to go inside. Just wanted to get some pictures. Okay, it is almost 8 o'clock on Tuesday the 30th of October, 2012, just after Hurricane Sandy has come rolling through. And as you can see, we've had a little bit of tree loss here. 2 of Fred's trees came down, not the ones I thought. Believe it or not, the maple trees didn't even lose a branch. Remarkably, the cover stayed up on the pond. Could use a little reinforcing in a couple of spots, but no big deal. Lost 1 branch down there from one of the hickory nuts, but other than that, it's fine. Quite interestingly, the lattice work from this side blew all the way up there. I've got leaves everywhere. It's raining, but it's also around 60 degrees. This piece of lattice broke, only a little bit, and fell off. You know, not bad. The tarp came off the wood, which is not surprising, but I can fix that easy enough. Don't know if you can see, but the top blew off Kim's garage rather spectacularly. It was an old one, so I'm not terribly surprised. It's raining a little harder now. But I wanted to take some pictures. I'm going to go down the end and take some pictures before people start cleaning up, because, you know, this is a big deal. Yeah, you can get a better idea of how the tarp blew off. But it's underneath the pile of wood, so that's not going to cause any problems. And looks like a piece of this fell off of Fred, and you can see Kim's garage better. It's going to need a new cover for that. This tree I guess I didn't even realize it was here. Certainly didn't expect it to go. I watched it fall. It fell, it got hucked up in the tree, and then the wind got worse, and it fell again, all the way down to there. Probably shouldn't be standing under this one. There are some loose branches, although there's no wind at all. Let's see what else we have. There's a branch from something. Pine tree, I guess. It was swaying in the breeze, I'll tell you that. But it stayed up there. Couple of little branches from the maple, but it didn't even lose its leaves. Everything else was like torn to pieces. So this is the other stuff that came down. Okay, so Fred did say that was his oak tree. And it just shattered in half. Wow. Did a pretty good job crushing my compost heap, but I suppose that's to be expected. Part of one of the maples came down. Now all the parts I hoped, which were all the parts in my yard. Don't know what that tree was. Now, you got a couple of branches here. Yeah, I guess that's from the maple. Yeah, that's from one of the dead maples. Okay. The branch that was hung up in that tree came down somewhere. Oh, I think this is the branch that was hung up in that tree. Yep. few branches down here, but you know, not the kind of destruction. Oh, the wind was crazy. Now here in Lorraine's yard, we've got a couple of half trees that came down from next door. And I guess some stuff is down here. Kind of hard to tell, it's such a mess down there. But yeah, we've got some cleanup to do. Still, it could have been a lot worse. I'm going to take some still photos now, I think. Okay, it's October 30th, Tuesday at around 10 a.m. and the sun's come out. So you can get a better view of all the damage. It's actually quite nice and warm. And I'm going to go downstairs in a minute and walk around to everything. Fred's gone out. I think he's gone down to have some breakfast at the donut place before he has to come back and start dealing with this mess. And Lorraine's yard too. But thankfully, not the pond. Cover stayed on. All the leaves blew off for the most part. Oh, that's what came down. The center pole came down. Oh, I'm going to have to fix that. I may have to wade in later while it's still warm. Now, you can see there are a couple of branches on it, but it's the center post that came down. Well, that's not surprising. So I'll hop in a little later and take care of that. Branches everywhere, little ones. Not too big. 3 of my lattice pieces flew all over the place, despite having been nailed in for 7 years. Bits of Fred's pine tree. Some more bits of Fred's pine tree. Believe it or not, that broken piece is still up there. A couple of broken pieces still up there. Some branches down here, just little ones. This tree fell down. It's a pretty tall tree. It's not that thick, though. But you can see. I'm just going to walk into the yard. It snapped off at about the 3-foot level. Another branch down. You can see Kim's garage is all torn to pieces. It was very windy. But here's where this piece broke off about, yeah, I'd say about 3 feet above ground level. It just snapped. And there's a big branch down here. But that's the big one. That is a very large tree that just broke in half. And it's a maple. Yep. It's a maple. And it broke in half around, oh boy, 10 feet maybe above the ground. And it just fell. And broke some branches off that tree when it went. Okay, gotta take a few stills before Fred gets back.